Now we are online on YouTube. Carlos, is your first time here on TNT or not?
It's not not my first time. Yes, I have classes in TALKNTAK last in 2022 years.
Ah, great. So everybody knows how TNT works here, right? But I will explain you guys a tiny bit how to work as the TNT. Just to put it in our mind how TNT works. So TNT is a platform to talk any language like Spanish, French, English, and that's it maybe. Italian. Sorry, I quite forgot the Italian. Italian, and I'm not a teacher. I'm just here to guide the conversation and have fun and bring you questions about some topics, different topics every single week. And today we're gonna talk about volunteer work. If you don't know how TNT work and you wanna have more classes with teacher, please visit this website here that I will put in the chat. Just a minute. This website here. There are some classes in English, French, yeah, maybe just English and French. And the questions, here's just a minute as well. Here, the questions about the volunteer work. And first of all, we will start to present ourselves, okay? I will start. My name is Deborah. I'm 26. I'm a pharmacy student. I'm living in Alfenas, state of Minas Gerais, but soon I will go out of here because I hate to live in here. As I talked before, Alfenas is a dangerous city, and I like to read books, essentially romance and thriller books. And yeah, I like to watching series as Second War. I love it. Second War. And yeah, that's it, guys, about me. And how about you, Carlos?
Teacher, I'm 43 years and I live in Palmas, Tocantins. And I'm public server. I work for Federal University of Tocantins. And I like living here because in Palmas, there is no dangerous city what city you live, you say, teacher, in Minas Gerais?
Alfenas.
Alfenas. Palmas, yeah. There is no dangerous as well, Alfenas. So here it's a good city for people visiting vacation. Here is there is several lakes, beach, and the tourism, ecological tourism. It's a very good city. So I like play piano. I like study, and I work every day. And tonight I'm studying my second graduation. And yes, teacher, it's me.
Great. And you study what?
Can you repeat me?
What do you study?
I'm studying law.
Oh,
I'm manager. Great. My first graduation manager. Today I study law.
Oh,
I 90 period in English. I don't know. I 90. How do you say em nono período de um curso em inglês, teacher?
Maybe that's it. Because in other countries, they talking about year, not about semester, right? But it's 9 semester in Brazil.
Yes, 9 semester.
Maybe guys, we have 7 people here in the main room. For the conversation, it will be better. I will explain you guys in a small room, okay? I sent the questions on the chat. When you stay on the breakout room, please choose a leader and present yourself, okay? And 5 minutes before the end, will you guys come back to the main room? Just a minute, I will put it. Okay. If you receive the invite, please accept. That's it. Wow. Now, Andrea, can you present yourself, please?
Yes. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá. I am married. I have no kids. I have no pets, but I have a lot of plants in my little balcony. And she is my how can I say, my kids. That's it. I work as an assistant administrative in a Japanese restaurant, and I've been attending on TNT since October 2021. That's it, guys.
Wow, that's a long time that you stay here.
Yes, a long time. I love this place.
And do you like to eat Japanese food or
yes,
not?
I like, but I don't eat every day because I work in a restaurant, but not in a restaurant. I work in an office. It's another place, so I don't have this opportunity to eat every day, unfortunately.
I get it. So, and how about you, Larissa? Can you present yourself, please?
Yes, so I'm Larissa. I'm 25 years old. I'm an architect working with landscaping. I have 2 cats, but they live with my parents. I live with my fiance in Rio de Janeiro, and I've been here on TALKNTALK since November 2021, but I just became a pro student in April last year.
Great. Everybody knows TNT in 2021. I knew about it in 2021 as well, but just in 2022, I started to attend the meeting. And how about you, Luis? Can you present yourself, please?
Yes, good afternoon all. My name is Luis, I have 28. I'm living in a city called Martin Campos. It's a small city in the countryside of Minas Gerais state. I'm graduated in mechatronics engineer. I work with IT, specifically with cybersecurity. And that's it, I'm here. I've been here on TNT since last September. And it's a pleasure to me to be here, to talk, to improve not just my English, but all my communication skill in general. And that's it. I have 1 dog. I like to ride a bike. And as I said before, I like to be here.
Great, great. So guys, let's start with the questions. As I said before, today we're going to talk about volunteer. Yeah. Andrea, can you read the question number 1 and answer, please?
Yes. Would you like to work as a volunteer? Yes, I have no problem to work as a volunteer, but I don't have time enough to help people as I want, because I believe that to be a volunteer, we need to, how can I say, to have time to dedicate for his job. So unfortunately, I don't have time, but I would like to be one. That's it. Deborah, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. And how about you, Carlos Alberto?
I think the same question or two questions.
Sorry, my microphone is muted. The same question.
Same questions. Would you like to work as a volunteer? Yes. Maybe I can work as a volunteer. Really, I work. I já trabalhei. Titi, can you help me, please? The sentences. Já trabalhei.
Did you work it?
I did work it. Yes, I did work as a volunteer, as a work volunteer. Yes, I did work. I help people, not persons. I help people because I in my church. Yes, we have activities for help people in my church. It is a work volunteer in a church.
Great. And you or Andrea know some, for example, some orgs that work with volunteer works? You know something like it, and Andrea as well, you know some words that work with it?
I don't understand, Deborah.
For example, you know some words that work with volunteer works. For example, I don't remember now the name, but it's just a minute. Yes.
If they know a project.
Yeah, a project.
Okay. Here in Guarujá, there is a project that teach people, poor kids to surf. It's a volunteer. The kids don't need to pay nothing, and it's a school to teach these kids to how to surf. It's interesting. I think it's a way to take the children to the streets, for example, for children that don't have the opportunity to study sometimes.
That's great. And in your city, Carlos, there's some projects like volunteer work.
Yes, I forgot the name of the project. Yes, actually, I remember the project in my church. Yes, we help people's cesta básica in English. I don't know, and help levar in the house the people all of the month. The cesta básica for help peoples. Yes, it's the volunteer work and I made in my church, but it's there is no name for the project. But there is project here in my city, in Palmas. There is project of the volunteer work, but I forget the name of this project.
No problem, no problem. And how about you, Larissa?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this topic, and I consider do a be a volunteer in a hostel or in a restaurant in another country to, for example, in a hostel, if I change a few hours in a reception, I could um, stay for a night, for a week, for free, you know. And I think it's a good way to travel and to learn a new language and to know the culture, you know. I think it's great. But I've already participated in a social project in my city, in a, I don't know how can I say escola de samba in English, but not as a volunteer. I was a helped child, you know. I remember it was a free dentist, and I could make sports and, you know, spend a free time during the week after the school, you know. And it was great because when I was a kid, I didn't have money to pay to to play a sport, you know. And it was amazing for me.
Yeah. Maybe that's the project that I can't remember before, is a volunteer, international volunteer. There is a website. You looking for social projects.
Yes, but I don't remember the name. But I know the website.
Yeah, I was thought about it, but I forgot the name. Maybe international volunteer. I wanna participate someday in that project, but now it's not the time, the right time to do it. And how about you, Luis?
Well, as I would like to work as a volunteer in a project, in a social project, but I've never realized exactly this. In the last maybe 1 year ago, I was planning to subscribe in a restaurant, in a social restaurant that work just on Saturdays and distribute a lot of dinner for people who don't have home or street homeless. I don't know how to say exactly, but people who live in the streets and don't have the right dinner. All right. And I've planned to subscribe on, but I've never realized homeless. Yes, thank you, Andre. Exactly this. But I never realized in my city there's a lot of institutions that needs volunteer work, but that's it. And as Larissa said, I found a website a lot of years ago called Workaway. I don't know if you know about it, but workaway.net, I think, and .info, workaway.info. And you can find there a lot of places that you can subscribe to work and get like a roster and get a night free and get an accommodation, all right? And that's it.
Walk away. It's not that I was tough before, but maybe Larissa, is that Larissa? Work away? The website, do you know?
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Luis.
remember another site. It's called Wordpackers. I think it's more famous, but I think it's the same idea, you know.
Great. So guys, let's move on to the question number 6. What benefits do you get personally by volunteer? What do you think, Larissa? The question number 6.
Know another culture and learning a language, a new language, and help people, of course. I think it's the benefits.
And what do you think, Andrea?
I think you improve your knowledge, your language speaking skills. For example, if you are, I don't know, even in Portuguese, I think you will have you will have a lot of contact with other people, and I believe that will help you. What else? Make friends and help people. It's the idea. That's it.
And you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, I think that stay out of our bubble. I don't know if I can say something like this, but we can see other reality different for our privileged life. I think we cannot to see this, but feel it. And of course, that we will learn a lot about anything we will meet a lot of people, a lot of different people with any kind of reality, but in general, that's it. We can feel and we can help others, of course. And this is a big pleasure, I think. And we help to improve other life quality in any kind of way, even in a minimal improvement. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. When you help others, you will start to feel more pleasure about your life, I think. If you see someone that a disease or that have no money to do the basic things, and you could help that person, that you feel grateful, because the opportunity to help others, and maybe you feel more empathy. You put yourself into the same situation. You can understand others. So for me, it's so very important to be a volunteer. I've never been a volunteer before. Maybe I don't remember now, but for me, I never been a volunteer. But one day I wanna do it, because you become more human. You become more. You have more empathy. So, and you, Carlos Alberto, what do you think about this question?
Teacher, you speak all of the words that I need to speak. But when I think when I can help people, yes, with the volunteer work, it's a very good for my mind. Yes, I feel good to can help people. And beyond that, if I teacher, for instance, teacher volunteer in school, it's good for my resume, curriculum, resume, yes?
Yeah.
If I teach people in schools, for instance, it's good for my resume and for to get worker in the future. It's you understand, teacher?
Yeah, I can.
Yes. So 2 things. it's good for my mind, and this volunteer work can help me in the future because it's very good for my resume in other works.
Yeah, I agree. So guys, let's move on the question. Let's come back, right? The question number 3. Have you ever benefited by someone's volunteer work? Luis, can you start to answer this question, please? The question number 3.
Sorry, the question number 3 right now?
Yes.
No, but I'm sorry, but I think I've never benefited by someone volunteer work. I don't remember exactly right now. It's the number 3, all right?
Yes, that's it.
Yes, I don't remember, but I think, no, I've never been benefited by this, I think.
And how about you, Andrea?
Yes, in my 20s, I remember that I played basketball in my city here in Guarujá. It was a volunteer work that some players did in the past. I don't know if nowadays it's alright, if it's there is here, but in my 20s, no, my teenagers years, I did it.
That's great. For me, I was benefited with volunteer work because I attended a health program in the park, in the park here in my city. Is about that benefit. It was about health programs as glucose, taking my blood, right? And what else? Questions about my health and things like that. For that, I discovered some problems, but it was over, and now I'm a health again. That's it. And how about you, Larissa?
Yes, as I said before, I've already participated in a social project. I don't know if it was a volunteer work, but it was a social project, and I didn't pay for a dentist service until getting 12 years old, I guess, and I played tennis and spend my vacation, my summer vacation too, on this school of samba. I don't know how can I say it in English, but that's it.
Great. And how about you, Carlos?
Teacher, I have faith in God, so I believe that I already had benefit for God, but here in the world, I haven't benefited yet. Okay, in the world I haven't benefited yet. But it's important. I'm going to continue to help people and continue in work in this work because it's good for my mind, but I haven't yet benefit.
Great. So let's move on to question number 8. Should you volunteer if your main reason is to benefit monetarily or materialistically? Example, getting first speaking at donated merchandising, underpricing merchandising for your friends or family. Carlos, can you start to answer this question?
Teacher, can we explain, can you tell about the question again? Should you volunteer if my reason is to benefit monetary?
Yes, yes, that's it.
Or
help someone else.
Yes, I will work at volunteer if my main reason it's not material cash for example. My main reason it's not cash, but it's possible I work as I said, if I teach people in school, it's good for my resume in future work, seleção de professores. It's important. Yes, your teacher in the past. So it's two things, and I can volunteer for money or no. You understand me, teacher?
Yeah,
não sei se eu consegui explicar.
I can understand you.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not speaking English very well, teacher.
No problem. And how about you, Larissa? What do you think?
I've been thinking about a volunteer for, not for money, but for an experience into I think it's the benefit is just for me, you know, but I think it's not about money or our material. It's about an experience, and with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes we volunteer just because we wanna learn something, or for example, that website where they share with us some opportunities to travel abroad. For me, it's just because I wanna gain experience with language or experience with a new culture. So I get it. For me, I would like to do it if I have the opportunity. So, and how about you, Luis?
I agree with Larissa. This is not about money or something materialistic. For me, this is about the experience and how we can help each other and how the others will help me. Not exactly directly help, but if I'm helping someone, if I'm improving the life quality of someone, that people are helping, right? Because I'm doing something useful for them. And I think, in my opinion, this is not about money. This is about to do something just to help each others, I think. That's it.
I agree with you. And how about you, Andrea?
Yes, I totally agree with Larissa and Luis because it's not about money. You will gain a lot of experience, knowledge. So in the end, it is that the important thing. You will learn more and you will help other people. I believe it's
Great. So let's move on to question number 7. In what situations and at what times in your life could you afford to volunteer? Andrea, can you start, please?
yes. As I said before, I have no problem to do a voluntary work, but I believe that you need to have time to do it. So if in the future I am more comfortable in my daily routine, I believe that it will not be a problem to help someone. That's it.
And you, Larissa?
Yeah, now I don't have time to, unfortunately, but I think I could do in a vacation, maybe. And I would like to do with my husband because I think it's a great opportunity to us to live this experience, maybe in a vacation.
Great. And you, Carlos?
And I think it's depend of the moment. For instance, and COVID-19 pandemic, yes, COVID-19, I did volunteer work for my parents, for my friends, for people in my church. Yes, it depends of the moment. Yes, it's necessary. It's necessary. I can work and volunteer when necessary.
Yeah, because you up your abilities when you do it, and you learn a lot. That's a good experience if you can if you if you have the opportunity to do, if you have time, because nowadays it's not easy to have time because we have work a lot, we have to do so many things and throughout the day. And of course, sometimes volunteer work is not just about a specific time, but you do, for example, a tiny a tiny thing for someone. You are volunteer yourself with, sometimes you help me with a little thing. It's enough. So and you, Luis?
But what is the number of the question? I think I've
It's 7.
7.
Yes.
Well, afford could be an example of volunteer work. I don't know if I got the question right, but
In what situations and at what times you in your life could you afford to volunteer? For example, that's now the moment to do volunteer work or not, because you have no time to do it, and what the moment is the moment to do a volunteer work for you?
yes, I got it. Thank you. I don't know if there is a right moment to do something. I think that when you want to do, maybe we can find even a little bit of time to do it. I don't know exactly. In the past, I've played it, but I've never realized. And at this moment, I think I don't want to do a volunteer work because I have a lot of other things that I need to take care of myself, like a health situation, for example. But that's it. Maybe in the future, I will realize this.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is some exact moment. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah, sometimes we do it without thinking before, just because the moment came. And yeah, in our lives, is there some moments, some case that you do things that it's not in your goals, it's not in your plans, but it's come. So guys, let's move on to question number 9. Can you think of ways to help people who need help? I will start with answer this question. A way to help people is, for example, now it's in the beginning of the year, has so many situations of disaster. That, for example, because raining a lot and natural disaster, raining a lot, and some places start to barreiras romper, and house cair. I don't remember the word for it, but there's so many problems with it, and people need food, need a house, need clothes, and it's one way that people need help. Another one is, let me thinking, is, for example, in the Christmas, there's so many elders that don't have family, and they need it's not about gaining gift, but they wanna more attention, you know. So for me, it's two situations that people need help. How about you, Larissa? What do you think?
Maybe making food for homeless people and donate clothes to them. And maybe you can volunteer as a teacher in a language project, in a social project, not just language, but in another subjects. And for vestibular, I don't remember the name now. That's it.
And you, Andrea?
Yes, I agree with you guys. We can help people by give them clothes, food, for example. What else? Like Larissa said, or I think it's you, Deborah, visiting elder people in the asylum. It's a good idea. I've never thought before, and I believe that they can feel more, I don't know, amado, loved. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah.
And you, Luis?
Well, I totally agree with those options from Larissa and Andrea. Make some food to people, uh, about clothes on the winter, for example, and visit a shelter, all right, an asilo. Here at my city, we have something like this, and I've never been there, I think. I've never was there, but it's a good idea. I have some friends that play guitar and was there weekly to play for those people, and they have a good fun moment, and they became happy with this, and this is very good. I've never did this, all right, but I have friends that did.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There are so many opportunity, not opportunity, but there's so many ways to help others, but we almost never stop to do it. It's that's it. And how about you, Carlos?
Teacher, beyond the situation mentioned for colegas, actually, I can help people anytime. For example, when sick, when people are hungry. Yes, I can help them, and I I como que diz, quase sempre I give clothes the peoples, yes, and several times in the world, yes, I give clothes. That's it. And time it depends the moment. For instance, when sick or hungry. Understand it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
So let's move on the question. Just a minute. Let me see the questions. The question 10. What is your definition of volunteer work? What is your definition of volunteer work, Carlos?
Volunteer work, it's when you work for help people and there is no payment, there is no money, and there is no material, vantagem material or money, and you need help people because you have in your mind it's a good things that you can to do for the better the world. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I agree. And for you, Larissa?
I think volunteer work is a way to help people and to donate your time to another people and exchange your time for an experience. I think that's it.
And you, Andrea?
For me, definition of volunteer work is a job that you do without payment, just for help people and gain a lot of experience with it. That's it.
Great. And for you, Luis?
Well, as everyone said, I totally agree. It's a work that you can put your time in when you dedicate to do the tasks without any expectation, any kind of just for help, any kind of money or even some favor. And that's it.
Yeah, guys, I agree with you all that volunteer work is to help people that need it, and even not just about money or basic necessities, but sometimes you help people that have so many money but have no, for example, family, have no lovely. I don't know, because as I said, elders. There's so many elders that have so much money, but their families their family don't wanna know about them. So for me, it's so sad to see that people uh, reject their family just because money. And of course, help people that have no no chance to to work and have a better life, a better situation, and something like that. So let's move the. So guys, maybe it's time is over. The people come to the main room now. I will send you guys a link that you can give me the feedback about the questions, about the conversation, and give me as well some 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 ideas, some subject to bring you guys, because sometimes we want to talk about some subjects but no one bring. And if you wanna talk about something, just put it in this link here that I send you guys. Let me see. Well, maybe that's it, guys. I see you the next week, the same time, the same hour. Okay? Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.